Oh, hello. My name is Bruno Dias, and I have a company called Events by Bruno. I'm an event planner. I've actually have not placed a single dollar in my marketing for the past maybe year. In one of my recent events, the DJ was scheduled to be at the venue at 4 p.m. Ultimately, the DJ was very late, almost an hour late.
What resources or knowledge did you wish you had back then?
Wow. That is a great question. I think financial advice would have been amazing at the beginning. I did have a financial plan, like I said before, but I think I did not have a sustained mentorship, or I did not have someone. I wish they would have told me, maybe spend here, maybe spend there, this is where you should go. I wish I had a little bit more support. I got a lot of no's at the beginning. I did a lot of what we call for me at least, I always call discovery meetings, when I'm having like a Zoom call with a couple or an organization that are thinking about hiring my services, and I had a lot of no follow-ups, or they chose someone else. Receiving a no when you're starting, for me, was really tough, was really difficult, and I did not think it was going to. When you go into a meeting, you're like, oh, I'm so lucky that I have at least the opportunity to talk to someone. I honestly thought I was unprepared for that, for the impact of a no. So that, I think, was quite tough for me at the beginning. And you don't have to think it's because of you. It's just how the nature of things are. Mm-hmm. Especially at first, for me, it was the not being as busy as I thought I was going to be because I poured a lot of work, a lot of hours into building a website, creating marketing plan, business plan, and all of that. So that took quite a few hours and a lot of sitting in front of a laptop. But then when you release the business, you suddenly this limbo where you don't really know what to do.
So you're just waiting.
Yeah, I was just waiting. You're waiting for that magical first booking. You're waiting for that magical yes.
What was that like for you, getting that?
Oh my gosh. It was, I remember everything about it. It was amazing. It was a really good feeling, and it was very empowering. I think after that, if I'm honest, this probably will sound very intangible, but it's almost what you feel like I've made it. And it's odd because it's just one thing that will barely buy a month groceries, but you just feel this overwhelming sense of someone saw me. There's no comparison. I worked in sales, and I was, like I said, a venue manager. Yes, you're happy when you sell the product and people buy the product, great, but there's nothing like, it's almost as if people see who you are and they trust you and they believe in you, and all the insecurities that you may have up to that point, like, well, maybe I should not have my logo in yellow because it's such an odd color, or maybe I should not have added, Portuguese tile, because that was always my vision of my logo. I wanted to represent who I am as a person as well. It's a beautiful
logo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to represent who I am, but I know that for the events world, sometimes more nude colors and the sort of calligraphy writing, that whimsical, which is beautiful, but it's not me. So it did not represent who I am. So it felt like someone saw me and
the authentic
version of you. Yeah. I was doing it. It was me that was there. They accepted me and they trusted me. So that, I think, that almost takes you from 0 to 1,000 immediately. 100%. You cannot hide who you are and your personality, because you're going to become quite close to these people, right? And also needs to feel honest. I was always I never had to take a wedding or a booking from a couple or an organization that you didn't believe in. I know that some people, sometimes you just have to do it because you need to pay the bills and you need to launch the business. As much as the couple needs to invest in you and your personality and your business, you also need to invest in them the same amount, because you need to feel connected to who is on the other side. The event doesn't lie. If the event is created with love and created with care and created with synergy, a lot of people being there to celebrate the organization, the birthday, it will show. Be honest about if you are the right person or not for the job.
What does work-life autonomy mean to you?
I think for me, the freedom I have with working for myself and knowing that every little drip of sweat it's put towards my work, my vision, something that will hopefully be sustaining me for years to come. Also, it creates a sense of validation and it creates yeah. I never feel like I'm working when I'm working for my business, which it's not all flowers and everything is beautiful. It is a lot of work, and you have to also be able to stop yourself from overdoing it. But I don't feel like it's work, and that's what I try to explain to people.
When you do what you love, it's not working
it
anymore.
Does not feel like work. It just feels like I have this idea and it will be so great to see it happening. So you don't feel like you are working, but you're sort of living as well. Yeah. It feels like it's like a hobby job relationship that you have, because I always try to take it lightly. It is a lot of work. I get way less mentally tired,
drained,
working for what I want and for my business, rather than doing something or answering emails or doing something for someone else where I'm not as emotionally attached or connected to. So I think it becomes it's also a positive, because you're enjoying what you do. So in a way, you don't have that weight of, I'm so tired, I've been working all day. You may feel that, but you were doing what you like, and that in itself, I think it adds a little bit of relief. One of the things that I try to do now is actually celebrate the accomplishments more. I think it's almost as if you're programmed never to celebrate what you're doing, especially in the events world, which is quite competitive. You have to learn to say, I'm fully booked. Okay, I've done 20 weddings. I guess that's what success feels like. Everyone is happy, and then you read the reviews, and I think that gives you a little bit of reassurance, because I'm very doubtful of my work, constantly overly critical of what I do. Everything that I do, someone can do better, or I can do better, which means double-edged sword, good and bad. But I do think it's the perseverance that I think, as a business owner, if I have to put something in, if I have to say this is why I believe I'm successful now, I think it's because I believe in what I do. The success is coming up with a concept and now seeing the concept resonating with people and with clients, and being true to what you put on paper, on website, and then in real life. That's staying true to my vision. I think I would say my biggest accomplishment so far. Work-life happiness, because you get all the decisions that you tend to make for your business, you will almost immediately see an outcome.
Why do you believe that practical hands-on learning matters more than theory?
Yeah, honestly, I think I've answered that question quite a few times already. I do think that guidelines and books and reading and theory is great, and the foundation is great, but from my experience, and that's all I can talk about, and what I went through, it's only when you are actually working and you actually get your hands on it, and you actually are engaging with, in my case, vendors or people or couples, when you're actually living and literally working and having to make decisions, because things are not written for you. You have to think about them. You can't go and say, oh, give me a moment to answer to your question, and go back to event one-on-one guideline. I think that is, for me, that's how I learn, and you learn better and faster that way. You get to experience a lot of things. Workbooks portray in events, for me at least, they portray a very small percentage of the real world. I think when you're out in the real world, because each person is different, so you have to imagine that every event you're going to deal with 80 different personalities. There's no book that can teach you how to do that, right? You have to navigate, you have to experience, you have to live through those things and make the mistakes you need to make, because then you won't be able to make that mistake again. So there's so many ways that you won't know until you're actually working, and you won't be able to learn without that.
And if someone like you was just starting out today, would you recommend a program like Novantum?
Yeah, I would. The program that I was mentioning at the beginning was actually a program especially for newcomers. That was ISS of BC. They were just focusing on new permanent residents of Canada. And I went and sought and asked for help because I knew I needed help. So a program like Novantum, and a program that helps you and empowers you and actually mentors you, not necessarily by asking you to read page 1 to 40, but actually goes with you and takes you to the space. I think it's very, very valuable. I think that will make a massive impact on your professional life for sure.
Any final advice you like to give to anyone wanting to get into the event space at all?
Trying to make it sound like it is a joke, but it's utterly true. You have to be a little mad to want to become part of the events world. It is an incredible industry. There's a lot of competition, but actually there's a lot more community. And I always thought that it would be very competitive, because we all want that booking, we all want that couple. But I actually find that, and at the end of the day, you will be able to be part of something that make difference, and you can help other people as well. And you're going to be able to make sure that people have either their dream party or dream wedding, but you also have to be prepared to work very hard. It's tough, it's complicated, but it is very rewarding. And if you have the passion for it, just go for it, because there is space for everyone. There's space for everyone in the events world. And I think if you're open to learning, and if you're open to be able to put your ego aside, you're going to be very successful. Bruno, and you can find me at eventsbybruno.com or on Instagram at eventsbybruno.